This fund produced double-digit returns in the past month, whilst the market tanked. What are its top stock holdings and are they worth picking up? Let's have a look at the data. Okay, these are the stocks. Let me analyze them for you and see if they're worth buying into now. Well, Amphastar Pharmaceuticals, no, it's overbought, it's peaked, it's likely to go through a downward drift. After those rises, what more do you want me to tell you? And not least because here's a dirty little other clue I'm going to give you, which you're going to really like. September is a stinker for this stock generally. So even though it might be a longer term buy, I think you're looking at this happening. So you might as well wait. And yes, it's undervalued. I agree. All of these things are positive. But in the short term, no, I'd rather wait. Here's another one where I'm afraid I'd rather wait. Although, you know, a lot of attractive things about it. But September is a stinker for it. And it's overbought. It's likely to do that. More so than not. I might be wrong. Of course I might be wrong. Of course I might be wrong. But I don't think I am. And so whilst that's what you think will happen, I'm not sure that's going to be the case. So I'd rather wait a couple of months. And it is undervalued, and these are some positive things. How about Super Microcomputer? Well, again, overbought after that massive run-up, and that's where the run-ups come. Now everybody's taking a breather. I think this is going to take a breather. So I'd rather wait a couple of months, even though, yeah, some pretty good positive stuff there, and it's undervalued. So there are some positives. It's just that I'm not in the mood for getting in now. What about the others? Well, Axelis, as you will know, I've liked and bought in the past and held as well, but it now looks like it's given me this great return since the start of the year. And thank you very much. It's starting, like the others, to get overbought. Now, this is a common theme with many stocks, that the funds continue liking them. They've given us great returns since the start of the year. And if you haven't been, then you should be looking at my LinkedIn, my Telegram as well on alpeshpatel.com/links, because then you'd know all of these, and it's less undervalued now. So I'm getting near the point where I've got to sell out of that one as well. What about Encore Wire? That does look like it's going to go in that direction, I'm sorry to say. And again, whilst it helped this exchange traded fund do rather well so far this year, it looks like the best might be behind it. And oh my God, look at that. It's going to kill you, isn't it? What about Encore? No, overbought again. Now, it doesn't mean just because it's up here, it can't keep going. Sorry, yes, it does. All right, just in case you're going to get excited. When that is up near there, this ain't going to go higher in the next month or two. So there you go. It just isn't. Right? Clear cut. Even though it's undervalued. Might be good later. Might be good later in the year. But right now, no. Not right now. Not right now. Later in the year, yes. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. What about Müller Industries? Now, I've liked this in the past. You've seen I've liked it in the past because you can see that I've already drawn doodles there before, but it's now overbought. And yes, it had looked overbought up here, didn't it? And indeed, it went downwards for a bit. So let's see if it holds on to that, but it's not one I'd be excited to get into right now, I'm afraid, even though significantly undervalued. So happy to keep it on a watch list, but not one right now. I'm speaking on, 28th of August. Here we go. What about that? Otter Tail. Again, they all look interesting, but when that's happened before, this is what's happened. Okay, it can crash and burn, although September's are rather good for it. So again, worth watching, but overvalued, so you better be careful with that one. What about Green Brick? And that is, again, overbought, I'm afraid. And so it's not one I'd want to get into right now, even though massively undervalued, according to discount cash flow. So it's one you might want to keep an eye on for the next couple of months and maybe something worth revisiting. And look at this, same again. That's why this fund had done so well so far this year, including last month. But now that tide seems to be turning, even though some of the funds are saying hold, none are saying sell. But I think that's the direction. So not one for me, and it's not really much undervalued anyway. Hopefully you like that. alpeshpatel.com/links. If you just want to see some analysis from a hedge fund manager, or just see one. Thank you.